Hey guys, I think I'm looking extra handsome today, but let me know. And you might have seen this with the new raid for the spider nest is coming back. And I wanted to make this video to help you guys out, to make sure you're completely prepared when it does drop. Give you some tips and tricks, what to build or what to prepare for the update. And when it drops, you can do it right away. But I will say really quickly, if you are looking for some people to clear it with, come join my Discord. It's in the description and the comments. There's people from like all different servers. I'll connect you to somebody that can help you clear it. But let's actually talk about this really quickly. If you're kind of new to the game or you don't remember, the spider is actually weak to fire and darkness. And you can see here Merlin is doing the fire attacks. We have Gila with the fire, and this is Meliodas doing his special attack to get his haste. So this confirms that the weaknesses are in fact darkness and fire. And we also know that Guthers, one of them is going to be darkness, so that's going to help out Meliodas in this fight. But wanted to go over some stuff that can help you for that raid. And also we're almost at 1,300 subscribers, so if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. First thing, obviously we have Merlin. So the best unit for most people is going to be Escanor with the sword and shield. I'll go over why, but you have Merlin on the burst, and why she's important is because you have the fire in grief set that we don't have yet, but 99% chance it's coming this update. And if you use fire burst on your weapon and combine that with the in grief set, like let's say Deanne, maybe she might have a gauntlet burst efficiency. Right here you see plus 27%, and that's going to be the same thing with, let's say, Jericho plus 27%. We're going to have that on Merlin's engrave set. So you're going to be bursting a lot more often on fire. And what you can do is actually use Merlin and Meliodas together. You can just hijack Merlin's burst and trigger it with Meliodas. That's something you can do, but I would really recommend that you go ahead and have at least a few of these. So you can see take a look here. I have 7 of these. I might make an 8th one, but we'll see. And then I have 8 of these seals. So I'm going to get most of the engrave sets that drop day 1, but you have to have at least 2 or 3, make sure, to get Merlin's and then somebody else's if you do need it. But that's the first thing you want to get. If you have Merlin, you need to get that engrave set. Second thing is Meliodas, obviously. Make sure you have him kind of built. He is going to be your second best option besides Escanor. Something like this is, it's actually not good. Never mind, because my setup is messed up. But what happens now is that if you do your normal skills fast enough, you eat up your own gauge so fast that with a combined ultimate with Daisy, you just trigger your darkness burst again. So that's why people use this one. And again, the longsword is going to be your friend. But outside of that, sword and shield Escanor is probably going to be the main unit you want to run because of the new gear that we have. We're probably also going to get new gear in the raid itself with the spider dungeon. So look out for that. But you have the 170 pieces, right? Or 160 on the chest and the boots. And that gives you a lot of defense, right? Where you'd be sitting at like 60,000 defense easily. So if you have potential for Escanor, he's going to be the unit that's going to carry you. So make sure you have something on his weapon that's kind of built. And again, you don't need attack really, so you just need defense and crit damage built up. And speaking of the raid itself, is because I don't know if Netmarble's going to let us know this before the update or soon or before the weekly reset. Do not, all right? Until we know for sure if these are going to reset or if it's going to go up to 4 from 2. So if it goes up from 2 to 4, then you get 4, that's fine. But if we notice that this is not going to reset next week, I would really advise against clearing this raid on Monday because you have the rewards here, but this currency is shared, right? So you can get whatever you get from the spider dungeon and use it here. But if the keys don't reset, you're not going to be able to get the rewards off the spider dungeon week 1, which again, I'm assuming is going to be new gear. We could have like 2 different new gear sets coming, but if it's the same one, I guess it's fine. But I'm just letting you know that don't use your raids on Monday, and Tuesday, I believe, is the live stream, and Wednesday might be the update. And then with the update notes, we'll know that whether or not you can use these and they're going to reset. So let's say if they reset, Monday, you go ahead and use your keys, and then Wednesday when the update drops, you can go ahead and use those keys again for the spider raid. That would be the best option, but I just wanted to let you guys know that on Monday, don't actually use it. But in terms of other preparations, you don't really have to do too much. If you have like Liz, I would recommend have her built because I would probably use her over like a couple other units. So let's say my team would look like Daisy, Escanor, Liz, and Merlin, because Liz is your healer and she can keep you alive alive a lot longer, and obviously she buffs your Escanor's defense a crazy amount as well, right? So you're doing more damage. So that will probably be an optimal team for most people that have these units, and you can use that to clear the new raid, probably with Abyss. I don't know if we're going to get pledges, and actually given that, if we do get pledges with the raid itself, that's even going to be more important to not use these keys, because you can get 160 pieces from that other raid, right? You increase that from 130 to 160, and if it turns out to be a new gear set, then obviously you want the new gear set first, because you already have enough raid pieces probably by now to have a 7-piece set, even if they're not perfect. Like, I'm missing a 160 necklace from my Escanor, which would be really helpful, because again, on Escanor you want as much equipment defense on here as you can. It doesn't count from the weapons, so don't put on equipment defense on this, by the way. But these equipment defense, you have to have as much as you can possibly get. Some from here as well. Equipment defense, this is the most that you can get. But if you have a good sword and shield Escanor, you'll be fine. With this ring, if you have like crit damage, crit chance, all that is good. But we can see Gother being a darkness unit, so I think how he's going to work is going to reduce enemies' darkness resistance, something like that, or increase your darkness damage, which I don't know if that would be good, because you have increasing your Ordin darkness damage on your weapon by a good amount, by 40%, which goes up with your abilities. So more darkness damage could be a little bit wasted in terms of how much value you get out of it. But still, something like darkness attack like this, then that would actually make the gluttonous weapon better, by the way. So if Gother gives you darkness attack percent, right? And let's say I have this 5700. If I have, let's say 200% darkness, that's too much. Let's say 100% darkness attack on here. That's actually really big, because that increases your whole attack value by quite a bit. So if that's something we get, kind of like Elizabeth, she increases your wind attack, Daisy increases your wind attack, that would be good as well. But again, I think with P5 Meliodas, you're also going to be pretty much fine if you have him well built. But like P7, P9, you're absolutely going to delete that raid. It's not even going to be funny. We're going to have to see what Zach does with the raid. He'll probably have it done in like 10-15 minutes within like the first day. But yeah, just hold on to your resources until we know more. And for anybody that didn't know that the new raid is coming, I would appreciate it if you could like the video. That would be really helpful so other people can see it as well. And other than that, if you haven't seen either of these two videos, you should go watch it, as YouTube thinks that they're the best videos for you to watch. Yeah, take care guys. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.